German police are trying to identify an English-speaking teenager who says he spent the last 5 years living rough in the woods. The 17-year-old appeared in Berlin last week, claiming to have lost his memory. He says his father took him to live in the forest following his mother's death and that they slept in holes that they dug. He says he used a compass to get out of the woods after his father died in a fall. Well, on the line now from Berlin is the freelance journalist Hannah Cleaver, who's working for the English language website The Local in Germany. Very good evening to you. What more details do you have about this extraordinary story?
Well, it is an amazing story, and the German police are fairly mystified as to whether it's even true. They have told me that they've got no reason to think that it's not true, but it's extraordinary. They told me that they had never seen anything like it. This boy came out of the woods. On his own admission, he said that he'd been walking for 2 weeks following his compass north, which apparently is what his father had told him to do if anything had happened to him.
And I gather details about this boy are pretty scarce at the moment.
Yes, well, I mean, he's only 17. If he's 17, they say that he's aged between 16 and 18. Apparently, he doesn't even know how old he is. And it seems that he may even have forgotten his second name and certainly where he comes from. They say he mostly speaks English, but a little bit of German also. And they're just mystified as to where he's come from and where he's been for the last 5 years, if that's true.
And where is he now? Who's looking after him?
He's now being cared for by the child protection authorities in Germany, who are guarding him, from media interest with great alacrity. He's still a minor, and he's being treated as a child who needs protection, although it seems that he's physically very well, and the police have told me that there's no sign that he's psychologically ill, but that obviously, if this story is true, one would expect him to be more than a little upset and confused, having emerged from what seems to have been, 5 years of living largely outside of civilization and showing up in a big city like Berlin.